in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will kick it away first. The ball bounces through the end zone and... be a touchback. The give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
It'll be third and long. The offense changing the play. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
All the way back to the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your linebacker.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quick release on the RPO. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Going right and going deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's hauled in at the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And that is... Such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll try to get outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Caught. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pulls it in. It's Clark. There he goes. He's at the... And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Extra point here will tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running... they've had here recently. If you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Washington. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. This quarterback part of their running game. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One final play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Not much time left in the first. They'll be able to get off one more play. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. The short hands, it's Clark. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a man on the left. He'll make the play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Toss to the outside. Jukes his way for more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes times of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the move. Look out, he's got room. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Comes the offense. These 2 defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And this defense knew coming into the game with this quarterback's speed, David, they were going to have to be ready for him to tuck the ball and take off running.
But it doesn't matter. You know it, but he's so fast. You don't know about the angles, and you can't tell how fast he can get in the game. And he just takes off and makes big plays with his feet. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
They try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Steps away to find some room. Puncts it out of the air. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it to the right. Got room to work. Breaks free in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. To the air, it's Barnett. Got the quick pass. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Right through his hands. Incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man. It's Clark. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
Makes the catch. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Using his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he puts through the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout.
One more snap coming before halftime. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take another shot here. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found. Stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. The quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Might be looking to run. Runs for the tackle. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's design, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it. There he goes. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
To the air on second down. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They were able to get the ball to running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job on the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. And the Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Dropping back, it's Barnett. There's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on second down. Now improvising. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
On third down, he drops the throw. Snagged out of the air. Great awareness by this defense to know where the first down line was and stop him just a little bit short. Big fourth down decision coming. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Well, jet sweep pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Davison. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that's why he is an... American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as his defense forces a 4th down.
And I like that a lot by this defense. Like, understanding this guy's a threat. He's already shown you he will take off and run the football. Treating him like a running back. Playing pass, but understanding that can happen. Rallying to the football and getting him on the ground.
The Ducks will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Right down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. as if he's going to run it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They for it all, and it paid off with the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
42, Ohio State, 21.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take care of the ball. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. A third down try for the offense. Back to throw. It's Barnett. Under fire. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They want that clock to run. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
To the ground. He's got it again.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Florida State is just getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Tallahassee. There are children there, folks. They should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 28 to Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on! These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
To the air, it's Barnett. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's